$1,800 a night. Is any hotel worth that? 33 floors, dead silence, Tokyo's quietest room, or its most honest? Aman Tokyo sits above. This deep dive covers 4 things: the arrival, the room, the spa, and breakfast. Real cost, real trade-offs, nothing glossed over, nothing left out. By the end, you'll know exactly whether to book and which room category to choose. Worth the rate? Let's find out through the lens of where you'd sleep. The 33rd floor corridor stops you cold, and that pause is the whole point. The elevator opens not into a lobby but into something closer to a gallery. Stone floors, washi panel walls, near total quiet. Floor-to-ceiling glass runs the entire length of the arrival hall, framing Tokyo like a slow exhale. There is no check-in desk in the conventional sense. Staff greet you at the window, city spread out behind them. The palette is deliberate, raw concrete, bleached timber, a single brass lamp casting amber on pale linen. At peak evening, Shinjuku's skyline ignites to the west, while the gardens hold dark and still to the south. Arrival here is not a formality. The premier room doesn't announce itself. It reveals itself, slowly. At roughly 75 square meters, the space feels less like a hotel room and more like a considered apartment someone left in perfect order. The south-facing window frames the Imperial Palace East Gardens, green and low against the glass towers behind them. Dawn light enters at an angle that turns the stone floor the color of warm sand. It changes the whole read of the room. Japanese aesthetic runs through every detail. The hinoki wood soaking tub. The spa pool stretches 30 meters and barely makes a sound. That tells you everything. Aman Spa occupies 2 floors beneath the lobby level, away from the city view drama, and deliberately so. The indoor pool is flanked by stone columns and lit from above. Light falls in columns, not floods. Traditional ofuro bathing rituals are available in private suites, deep soaking tubs, cedar steam, layered heat sequences borrowed from Japanese bathhouse culture. The spa. One practical note before you book: the rate gap between room categories is wider than it appears on the site. Premier rooms with Imperial Palace Garden views run approximately $1,800 to $2,100 USD on weeknights in shoulder season. March and November being the most competitive. Book directly through Aman's site rather than third-party platforms. Direct rates occasionally include breakfast, which meaningfully shifts the value calculation. The 10-minute walk south from the main entrance. Aman Tokyo sits inside the Otemachi Tower, accessible directly from Otemachi Station on the Marunouchi line, no street crossing required. The address puts you equidistant from the Palace Gardens to the south, Ginza to the east, and Nihonbashi to the northeast, a quietly central position that the hotel does not advertise loudly. 84 rooms total. Small by any standard, which is exactly the point. Tokyo has louder hotels, flashier lobbies, and rooms that cost a third of this rate and deliver more than you'd expect. What Aman Tokyo offers is different. It offers silence as a design material and a version of the city that only exists 33 floors up, at dawn through a south-facing window. Whether that's worth $1,800